Hello everybody, this is Amy from Chateau de Rosieres and I'm coming to you today from the grand bedroom at the Chateau. I just wanted to come on and have a little chat with you and tell you what's been going on here, because we've been getting a lot of messages, comments on videos and on old videos, and also even emails from some of you saying words to the effect of, are you all alive and are you ever coming back to YouTube? And this is partly because we were so amazingly prolific in December and then suddenly stopped. And I think those two things are slightly linked. It was a huge undertaking to video every day in December and to have that edited and uploaded and sorted. And we really were very, very tired after that. But also we've had, as I've probably alluded to, quite a lot of health issues. There was something we were going through with Juliette from mid-November till really mid-December, which was quite serious and we had to get to the bottom of, but it's all okay now. But we were trying to do that at the same time as all the editing, filming and producing the videos. Then we've basically all been ill with colds, flu-y kind of viruses, coughs, non-stop, even stomach upsets and all sorts of things. Non-stop for December and January and now into February, and that makes it really, really hard to get anything done, let alone renovating, restoring a chateau and producing a YouTube channel about it. So I took a decision in January. I was not asked to do it by Marc, but I volunteered it, to basically give up my work. My baby was YouTube and the producing and editing of videos, but I feel like when both of us are trying to work, we don't give enough attention to the kids or to the jobs that we're doing, and most of the things that we're trying to accomplish are things that need whole immersion time, so you can't just grab a couple of hours here and there. And so for the moment, I am going to be full-time mum. We don't have a huge amount of childcare options here, so that's something that falls to us most of the time, which is an absolute pleasure, unless Clement's throwing a tantrum. But, excuse me, I've still got the cough. But yeah, it means that I can't be as involved in YouTube as before. But that doesn't mean we're ending the channel. What it means is, last October, November, we did a series of films for you with a young Romanian videographer called Adonis. I've linked to him in the bottom of all of our videos, and I will continue to link to that, so please check him out if you'd like to. And this is the first of this kind of thing he's done before, but we found him through when we put a job advert up on LinkedIn, and it is working incredibly well. And he comes over here and he films for us for a while, and then he goes back to Romania and edits them there. And he's incredibly talented, and we're so happy with the way that he captures what we're doing, because it's really difficult for us as non-professionals, but also just as people working on the projects, to follow it properly. I've had advice from other YouTubers to use selfie sticks or to just keep putting a tripod up, but the nature of our work, mostly, some of it is you can do that, but a lot of it is a lot of moving around, a lot of outdoor stuff, a lot of sound issues, and we were just never capturing it to the level that we really wanted to. And the valuable thing Adonis brings is the ability to edit. So being able to just have him come in and film us means also we can both be in some of the videos as well, rather than one always being behind the camera. And for the Advent videos, we did it where we videoed ourselves, because we were just doing tours then, it was a lot easier. And then we sent him the footage and he edited it. And we really enjoyed working with him. And so the good news is we've just had him back for a little while, and he's been filming us on a whole load of different projects, and he's editing furiously now, and hopefully we'll be starting. What happens is, once he's done a rough cut, then he sends it to me. I have a look at it, suggest some music, suggest any edits that I think might work better, and we're both growing to know each other's tastes and styles well, and then we publish it. So it's not, you know, an effort-free project, but it just means that everything's done better than I could do it with my zero talent and experience for filming and editing. And it just means that we can actually record what we're doing and be involved in that ourselves. We have also been given this new lease of life, very importantly, by having a sponsor who wants to remain anonymous, but who came out of the blue earlier this year as we were, I think I was about to call time on the YouTube channel. We earn almost nothing from it. We earn enough to pay Adonis to do his work, and that's it. And so we ourselves don't get anything from it. And I kept thinking, the more we put in, the more we'll get out. People will start watching. YouTube algorithms might pick us up eventually. We did everything that we were supposed to. We put out 10 videos in a row every single Friday night at the same time. Then we did a month of daily videos. Nothing made any difference. We just, who knows? It doesn't work for us. And so we just really couldn't afford to keep going because the disruption to the actual work is quite significant. So it's a toss-up between, you know, can we justify keep paying somebody to video us just to record what we're doing with no income? We had always dreamed that the income would support the restoration, but it hasn't really worked out like that. And, you know, plus I got the standard trolling of women thing over Christmas. I mean, how you control somebody for just giving you a tour of their home, I just don't know. But anyway, I just thought that, together with the fact that we don't even make any money off it, made me just want to stop the whole thing. Then our guardian angel popped in and said, I would like to sponsor you. And so we are putting his contribution towards Adonis's filming, which is why we were able to do this latest tranche of filming. And although he doesn't want to be identified, I'd just like to say that this is such an incredibly generous person. And he came to us and said he wanted to make our dreams come true, and he believed in our work. And that, more than the money, made us believe in keeping going, because when you're immersed in such a huge project as this, it can feel completely overwhelming, and you can lose your way and lose a sense of whether you're succeeding in something. And so being public with it, showing it on TV, showing it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it's not just a big ego trip or an attempt to get money. It's also about, well, recording the process for our children, but also getting some reassurance that we're doing something right, that we're moving forward in the right direction, that our dream is valid. I know we shouldn't need that, but it does make a lot of difference, and it does encourage us to have your support, and just to have people interested. Because I was saying one day to Marc, wow, we only have a small following compared to most other Chateau channels. And he said, look at how many people viewed that video. He said, that's the size of a football stadium. Imagine all those people sat there watching. And I did, and it was amazing. You can get caught up in numbers, but the fact that even anyone other than my mum wants to watch us really is pretty impressive. So that's very encouraging to look at it that way. And so using this money is a massive, for filming, is a massive boost for us in so many ways. So was there anything else I needed to update you on? I'm hoping, not promising, hoping to have another video for you tonight, which is something that we filmed back in October. Very, very interesting little project, and I think you might enjoy it. And it's vital to moving into the coach house because, as you all know, we hoped to move into the coach house before winter hit, but just with everything, it's been impossible. I think I did an Instagram and Facebook post about this recently, that we're looking around the coach house and thinking, oh, it's only a small part of our project, why haven't we finished it yet? And then you look around it and go, hold on a minute, this is an entire house, and not a very small one at that. And when we bought this place, it was completely derelict. There was a roof that had been redone and there were walls, but there was nothing else. No ceilings, no internal walls, nothing. No electrics, no infrastructure, no sewage coming to it, no running water coming to it. So actually, by anyone else's standards, having got this far in the time we have, as well as producing 2 small children and getting through a pandemic, probably would be a reasonable achievement. So the new deadline, that's not even slightly a deadline, but the new hope is that we'll be in by late spring, early summer. And we are moving forward with it. So tonight's video is going to bring you up to date with some of the things we were doing just before winter. And then we move on to back up to the top floor, because we're cracking on with stuff there, and it's going really well, and I'm so pleased, and I'm so proud of the work that Marc's doing up there, and we really hope that you're going to enjoy that. The other questions I get a lot are about the palm trees and whatever happened to them. Now, I videoed what happened to them, that we did some planting and some projects, and I cannot find the footage. As soon as I've found the footage and as soon as I've edited it, you will see it. And we have the most phenomenal amount of stuff coming your way on what we've been doing on the estate. There's a huge, fabulous project going on in the formal gardens, just so exciting. Marc had a vision and he's just really cracked on with it. And we've been filming it, but it makes more sense to show you once we've done several bits. So a bit more like a TV show films, where they you know, do a completed project and then show you in one piece, where it doesn't, if we were to show you exactly what we did every single week, it would be a bit more like, okay, this is Marc doing some more digger this week. You can't fill 20 minutes with Marc in a digger, but he can spend a whole week on the digger. So to make it more interesting for you, we're producing them a bit more like films. I know a lot of people will say that's not necessary, but it's just how we feel about reflecting our project. And I've whittled on a lot now. This is what happens on our Patreon channel. You don't see the endless rambling videos that I put up on there. I go for walks with Juliette in the pram and chit chat about what's going on that week and things like that. So if you want to hear me whittering on, then we have a €2 a month Patreon for you to watch me ramble. Apparently my Patreon friends talk back to me through the TV, which I feel like I sometimes almost hear, and it's quite fun. But yeah, so my 5-minute update has turned into a 15-minute one for you. But I hope that it explains a bit of what's been going on here and encourages you to keep watching and to please subscribe, because that's one of the biggest things that pushes our videos in the algorithms. And if you don't want to watch, don't watch, but if you do, we're so grateful. Thank you very much.